Hi everybody. Just when you think you know what you're doing, they go and change things. So I had to go in and create a post before I could go live, which is different. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on, but I'm hoping this is going to work. If you have, hi Marie, I'm glad to see that you found me, so I am on here. I was just going to look on my tablet and see. Because I've never had to create a post before. I just go live and I just go to my page and go live. So hopefully some of the other gals who have indicated that they are watching will come back. So hi Susan, you found me evidently. So the second time, what? Did I show up once before? I don't know. You know, it just when you think you know what you're doing, it changes. I normally just go in and go to my page and just click on live and it goes. And so I came on it before. Oh, I did come on once before. I was checking it, but I thought I deleted it, and that would have kicked you off. So anyway, we're on here. So I thought, I just have to figure this out, you know. It's crazy. Because like I said, just when you think you have got it down, they go and change something. So I don't know. Lynette said that we probably should find another platform, and I think so. Thank you. I am doing really well. I had a couple of rough days. Last Friday was a really rough day with itching real bad, and I went down to the pharmacy and talked to my pharmacist, and she gave me some medication. Then I started having some reactions to the medication that Kaiser had given me. So I took it for 5 out of the 7 days and stopped taking it because I didn't like the reaction, the problems it was creating. I live in a tri-level home and I had dizziness, and that's not a good thing. But I am feeling really good. So I quit taking it yesterday. I'm still doing really good. I've dried up. I'm doing good. Now if I can get my dog well, we'll be on the right track because he's been sick too. So I'm hoping he's on the path to getting well again. So anyway, so I'm going to show you a cute card today, and I want to know, are you the traditional? Do you like the traditional Christmas, or are you non-traditional? Do you like to stretch out to that non-traditional colors and challenges? So thank you, Marie. So I'm going to turn the camera down and we'll get started. And it's a quick and easy card, but it's just kind of fun. You could make a lot of them at one time. Real quick. Oh yeah, they have changed some other things too. My screen looks a little different here now. So let's just turn that down and get that set. Okay, so I am using Sparkle of the Season for my greetings. So this is my non-traditional card, and I love this designer series paper that we have. So I just went with the colors that were in it and just made a non-traditional card. I mean, it is sort of, I mean, it has a green in it. It has a blue-green and a pink. It's a variation of red, right? Okay, so on this, I used the Stitch Rectangle dies, and I also use the basic border dies. So let's go ahead and put this one together. I also wanted to show you when we get to the greeting, I have a trick to show you on how to get your greeting. So what I've done is I will put all these measurements on my blog. And so I've started out with this, and this is where I used my basic border dies, and I learned something on those basic border dies. There are 2 ways to cut them. Where did I put them? I just had them here. So one side has stitching on it, and the other side, that's so funny, where did I put those dies? The other side has dots, so you have to watch which side you want to cut. So I wanted the dots, I didn't want the stitching, because the stitching goes up in here, so it gives a different look. It leaves a look like, my goodness, I had some things to show you, and I've lost them in the midst of all this crazy Facebookness. Here we go, basic border dies. They were right in front of me. Okay, so this side here has stitching and this side has the dots. But when you do the stitching, it leaves a different look. So be careful if you're cutting that you get the look that you want. I had another piece of paper to show you that I cut, and I probably threw it out. Ah, found it. Nope, yep, I did. Okay, so see how different this looks than this? I mean, it still has the design, but this is the piece that fits in right there. Okay, so that fits in there, but it has a real different look. So, I mean, this is a good design as well. It's just a different look. So know that when you put your die down, there are two different images, two different looks that you can achieve. Okay, so I'm going to start with my real red here and just attach it to my card. And this is just a piece of basic white, the extra thick basic white. And it's cut just an 1/8 of an inch smaller, or a quarter of an inch smaller. So I didn't want, no it isn't, it's an 1/8 of an inch smaller. Okay. And then I have a piece of basic white that I'm going to attach, but I'm going to work on this piece. So I have cut out of the designer series paper, and I probably should have written down the name of my designer series paper. Oh. But I have cut these, and what I've used is this, it's not the largest one, the second largest in their stitched rectangle dies. In the smaller ones, it's not the great big set, it's the smaller set that comes together, and it's the smaller portion of the set. So it is these here that it comes, and I have 3 sets, guys, that's why you see so many. And so I've used this one, and then the next one down, which is the next smaller, to cut those. So the designer series paper is cut from one, and the cardstock is cut from the other one. And I just picked 4 of the patterns that I like. Here's pattern number 4. There it is. And there are so many patterns in here you could use. It's, okay, green glue. We're having one of those days, obviously. Let's go back, go to the green glue. Okay, green glue, you have to work too. Okay. I'm just going to attach my DSP to my rectangles. Now, these rectangles are so wide that they really take up this whole piece of basic white. Just be aware of that. It's going to take it up from side to side, not from top to bottom, but from side to side. But I do want a little bit of my white to show around the edge. So I'm going to start this one over here and go really close to my edge. Just enough that it'll leave a little bit of edge on there. And then I know that the rest of them are going to butt up right next to each other. I probably should have gone down one size, and then I would have a little more white in between. But I didn't. And another red one. And another green one. And this is Old Olive and Mossy Meadow, and then Real Red. So I'm going to end up with just a very slight edge on this side as well. So I have a little bit on each edge there. Probably should have just trimmed it and made it all the same size, huh? I think I'm going downhill. Okay. And then I'm going to attach this to the front of my card. And so I have that little bit of white going around all the way. Just like that. So like I said, it's a quick and easy card. This is a snowflake that I used from the other kit. And I love these snowflakes. I love that they're already die cut for you. So they come like this. There's 24 in a package. It's called Wonderful Snowflakes. And you can use either side. So you could use, this side is iridescent. The other side, I don't know why, that just makes me think of crumb cake. There's a little bit of a brown edge around there. I don't know if you guys can see that. But it makes me think of crumb cake when I look at it. So I think, and you could color this. You could have different colored snowflakes. I am going to use the iridescent side on this. And I'm going to put this on with a dimensional. And the dimensionals fit perfectly on here. They're like they were designed for them. And so I'm just going to go ahead and put that on there. Just like that. And then to create my greeting, what I did is I cut out, using the rectangle, stitch rectangle die, just like that. Cut this piece out, and this is the second largest in that little set that I've been using. And then I took the largest one and I just laid it across here and cut across there. I found that if I use a larger one, I get a better cut, and I got this beautiful little strip here that I'm gonna stamp the happy birthday, the Merry Christmas on. And I think I'll stamp Merry Christmas in Mossy Meadow. It does give you 2 of them, by the way, when you do that. So if you're making a bunch of these cards, see, I ended up with 2 of them. So I'm gonna stamp my Merry Christmas in Mossy Meadow on here. Just like that. And then let me close this just so I don't put my hand in it. It's a new pad, so that would be an awful mess. Okay, and then I'm going to put 2 dimensionals on this, one on each end, because I want it to straddle over my snowflake here. Okay, and then just attach that like that. And then I cut out some of the little dies from the Sparkle of the Season. So this little leaf die, and this one has little dots. And so I cut those out, and I'm just going to tuck those right underneath there. Let's put a little glue on the front of there, stick it under there. Put 2 up there, and we'll put 1 down on the bottom. Doing the same thing. So a little glue on that tip. Come on, glue. I said little, but I didn't mean, you know, like none. Okay. And then I have these little berries that I punched out using this other die, this circle die. They're kind of pretty berries. They look like they have some dimension to them. So they're kind of fun in that way. So I'm going to put a couple of those just on my leaves right here. You want my leaves to stay. I'm going to put 1 on the leaf and 1 on the greeting. And this one I'm going to put on the leaf. And so I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool, pick that up. And I got too much glue on that one, didn't I? That's okay, it's going to stay. It won't go anywhere and it will dry. Oops, that one's the back side. I want to pick up the front. Just like that. Okay, so tell me which one you like the best. Do you like the traditional red and green or the pink? We'll just call it pink. Traditional or pink. Non-traditional. So make a comment, leave your thoughts on my Facebook page here, and I'll do a drawing again. So last week's winner was, oops, let me grab the paper. Lisa Hatcher. So Lisa, I know your address, so I will be in touch with you to get your, pick up your stamp set. So thank you very much for your comments. I appreciate it. So leave me a comment this week, and I don't know what I'm giving away. How about a packet of these beautiful snowflakes? I think that would be amazing. So comment, leave a comment, and I will be giving away a packet of snowflakes. So if you want a packet, let me know. All right, thank you so much for watching, and thanks so much for your patience today. I'll see you next Tuesday at 3 p.m. And by the way, guys, the clearance rack is going to be refreshing. October 6th is the date for the clearance rack refresh, and keep in mind that things will go fast. There's a link on my blog where you can connect to my page and use my host code and connect directly to my page, so I'll get credit for your purchase, and I appreciate your support. Thank you so much. So go to stampwithdeb, stampwithdeb.com. Thank you. Bye-bye.